Man, I know it's been a minute since I made some content for you guys, but I'm back now. Unfortunately, I was away for a few months because I was working on a book. I was working on the book Making the Brand based on this series, and it took a lot of time to write that book, but now it's available. So I did that so you guys can have a comprehensive book of understanding how to create a clothing brand. And I'll leave a link below in the description for you all so you can purchase the book. But now I'm back. So let's get back into the content. So today, let's talk about what you all need to be focusing on this year, 2024. There's something big happening this year. And if you're not already working on this for your brand, you're going to miss out on a lot of potential money. So let's talk about that next here on Making the Brand. What's up, everybody? Rob Norman here from Planet Brooklyn Academy, and this is Making the Brand, a series where I give you a little insight and knowledge on how to start a clothing brand, and if you already have one, how to make it better. As always, please hit that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date with everything I drop whenever I drop it. So as I said at the top of the video, again, I've been away for a little while writing a book, but I will, again, try to get back on track to making more content more frequently now that the book is out of the way. So apologies out to all my subscribers. I'm sorry, but as you all know, those of you who write to me, you know I always answer your messages. So even though I haven't been putting out content, I still read your messages and respond to them. So you know I'm still active on the platform, just that I haven't had time to make content. But I'm back and I'll try to drop a new video every week. So jumping into this week's content, what I said at the top of the video basically is talking about what is happening this year. As you know, 2024, a lot is going on, but most of you are probably starting to work on your spring lines right now, probably developing t-shirts for this summer, getting ready for that. But the most important thing you guys should be really thinking about right now is there's something major happening this year. This is an Olympic year. So most of you out there, if not everyone, should really be focusing on developing product for the Olympics. It is one of the biggest events of the year that happens every 4 years. This one's a little bit shorter because of COVID. You know, the last Olympics got pushed to 2021, so this one came a little bit faster. But this is a very important time of year where you as a brand can really make money because the entire world is a part of this event. So people want product that is related to the Olympics. So you should be focusing on this. Most big brands have been developing their Olympic stuff from 2 years ago. They've already been working on it. So if you're just getting into this, and most of you who are just starting your brands don't need a full year to jump onto this, you can pretty much start now. But if you haven't started thinking about it, I recommend you highly start working on it. Most companies will start promoting their Olympic stuff probably around late May and definitely at the beginning of June. But you'll start seeing most of their promotions starting in May. You'll also start seeing on blogs and stuff, people promoting, talking about what they're going to release in the summer, probably somewhere around March. So you guys need to start developing your content, shooting videos, samples, get that stuff ready, start advertising it, and let people know that you do have Olympic inspired gear coming. So this is very important. Also, start looking at what all the sneaker companies are doing because all of them are going to be putting out things dedicated towards the Olympics. So you want to coordinate whatever you're doing in your line towards whatever the big footwear companies are doing. Now, something to keep in mind that even though it is the Olympics that we're talking about, there's so much you guys can create out there that is geared towards or Olympic adjacent to. So first of all, Olympics goes out to every country in the world. So if your brand, if you have a clothing brand that is specifically focused on, say, Jamaica, or you're in a community that is predominantly Jamaican, you can create a line that is about Jamaican, athletes. See what Jamaican athletes are in what sports. We know a lot of them are in track and field. So you guys may want to create stuff that's geared around track and field. If you have a Russian community, you can look at what's going on with Russia and what sports they're dominating in and may want to create gear around that. You may want to create product around certain athletes that you want to promote and really give them light because a lot of them may not be recognized. And this is an opportunity for you to get product and put their names, or their faces on those garments to really promote them because people who want to support are going to wear their country's, athletes on their shirts. So you may want to think about that. So that's another thing you can do. Now also, not just by country, but you have the very different sports. So you know that track and field is huge. So we're talking about a summer sport. So you can be creating t-shirts, tank tops, shorts, socks, anything that is Olympic gear. Again, you don't have to just do US. You can pick any other country. If you like colors, you may want to do a bunch of different countries that you want to promote at one time. But it gives you such a wide lens of things that you can create. Again, people are very big about the Olympics, so they want to buy gear that is Olympic related. But again, you don't have to be so blatant with the Olympics. It can be something that's just in line with the Olympics. Also, when you're thinking about things that you can create, also thinking about being Olympic adjacent, as I said before. When you're creating items that are similar, saying like, okay, it's Olympics, but maybe you want to do something that's inner city Olympics. So you want to do shirts that are based on street ball, handball, freeze tag, something we played as kids. You may want to pick one of these obscure type of sports and make a whole line out of that, saying that it's something that would be in the Olympics. That is something that people will wear way beyond past the Olympics, because simply it's Olympic theme, but it's about inner city Olympics. So creating something like that is great. People love things like that because it's not so, related to the actual Olympics. Now, another thing to think about is if you all missed last year's opportunity of celebrating Hip Hop 50th, which was a great year for brands creating hip hop related gear. Again, this year in the Olympics is the first year that breakdancing will be a part of the Olympics. So if you missed your opportunity last year with the 50th to promote any product, you can now focus on breakdancing. You can now look at what kind of gear you want to put in, put out there for people to wear who are in that circle. So think about that. Again, this will be the second Olympics that skateboarding is in. Huge opportunity for all of you out there that have skate brands. So you can create special decks just for the Olympics. Do a gold, bronze, and silver deck. Great concept with your brand. And you can do your marketing based on that, basically do like a podium, someone standing there holding up, the different color boards, things like that is really creative and gets people into the whole atmosphere of the Olympic field. So doing your brand like that with skateboarding is excellent. So just think about these things that you can do for the Olympics is an opportunity hugely to make money. I mean, the only ones that really are focused on the Olympics are Nike, their US sponsor, Ralph Lauren, and also Kith is involved this year for the US with the clothing. So these are the main brands, but people want other options. So if you can give them something else, it's a huge opportunity for you really to capitalize on making money with the Olympics and looking at other possibilities of getting your brand out there. If you're the only brand that is doing something Olympic driven in a different kind of category, then you're really going to stand out. Again, remember, soccer is going to be a part of this. So you can be doing soccer jerseys and things like that for different countries. You may want to pick 3 countries that you know are going to make it to the finals of the Olympics for soccer and do 3 team colors that way. So think about these options that you have. Now, another thing that's important this year, even though the Olympics is the major one, something you also may want to think about is that this year is the year of the dragon for Chinese New Year's. So this year is going to be a lot of people celebrating that. Another great opportunity to put out product based on, dragon themes and concepts. Now, you have to do this now because the next one isn't happening until 2036. That's way off. So if you really want to capitalize on this, which a lot of people are focused on it because they're so wide, such a large gap between every time the year the dragon comes up, they make it a big holiday celebration. So if you want to be a part of that, that is another one that you really need to think about. Now, aside from those 2 things, if you have not thought about it, get on it. But the next thing you all need to be thinking about outside of the Olympics is the World Cup. The World Cup is coming in 2026. That is not far away, really, when you think about it. I personally will be starting to design my my World Cup stuff for 2026. I'll be starting that this year, starting to design it. So I'll start designing, starting in samples next year so I can start promoting at the top of 2026. And the thing is that the World Cup will be here in North America. So it's going to be in Canada, Mexico, and the US. So huge opportunities for people to really, make money. Everyone's going to be into this, trying to make money somehow off of the World Cup. And it's the first time in a long time that the World Cup is here in the States. So start thinking about that. If you're missing the opportunity to do the Olympics, which I'm giving you enough time to think about the Olympics, that after this, start thinking about the World Cup. These are key moments in time that you really can capitalize on. So think about it. So I just want to share that with you guys as my first video back doing content. I hope this is help for you guys if you kind of lost in what you should do this season. Hopefully this gave you a little kickstart for 2024. All right. So on that note, I'm going to leave you with that. Again, I will have more content coming. And remember, if you want to get Making the Brand the book, I've left the link below in the description. So until next time, I catch you guys on the next video. Peace.